Good morning, student. Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to study chapter in history, and the name of chapter is the earliest people. Students, in grade 4th, you have studied about the early man, how the evolution of our has been done. You have studied how the early man was there. He was living a hunter-gatherer life, moved from place to place in search of food, shelter. Means early man lived the nomadic life. Yes, human life has evolved over millions of years on the earth. The early humans are known as hunters and gatherers. Their name is defined on the way they obtained their food. They gathered food, nuts, roots, leaves, seeds, and eggs for food and hunted animals. When they did not have enough resources to eat, they moved to different locations. Yes, if they got scarcity of water at one place, then they moved to another place. If the fruits, animals, because they were eating everything raw only, they got finished, they moved to another places. So on the screen you can see that early man lived a nomadic life. Nomadic means moving from place to place. Hunter-gatherers were nomads. Nomads means person who moves from place to place. They moved from place to place another. There are mainly four reasons due to which they moved frequently. Yes, I hope you all have understood what were the four reasons they moved: due to scarcity of water, food. They moved due to the harsh weather conditions and in search of fruits as plants and trees bear them in different seasons. Yes, according to seasons, they got the scarcity and they moved from place to place. Now, another reason is for the shift in the location was for hunting animals. Hunting because at the place where they were living, they get depleted, they get finished animals, then they move to another place. Animals move from place to place in search of smaller prey, or in case of deer and wild cattle, or in search of grasses and leaves. This led to the constant move. And in the same condition, the early humans also moved from place to place. They did not practice agriculture and they had to depend on naturally growing food. If they stayed at the same place for longer duration, it led to the exhaustion of natural products. Yes, if what happened if they stayed at one place only, then there they faced scarcity of water, food, because by staying there it got finished. So it made them to move to another place. People, plant and animals need water to survive. While many rivers and lakes were perennial and others were seasonal, people living on their banks had to go in search of water during the dry seasons. Yes, as you know, four important seasons. And according to the seasons, rainy season only they got water at particular place. After that, they need to move to other places in search of water, food, shelter, etc. So they were moving from place to place according to the seasonal and the climatical change. So these were the four reasons why the early men migrated or moved from place to place. Now students, you can see the flow chart. Yes, how the history has been divided. Yes, and in the earlier first chapter we have studied, okay, history has been divided into three divisions, that is ancient history, medieval history and the modern history. In grade 6 we are studying about the ancient history. Medieval history you will be studying in grade 7th, and in the grade 8 you will be studying about the modern history. Again, ancient history has been divided into prehistory, proto-history and the history. Clear students? So you all know, you have studied in grade first chapter. What is prehistory? Prehistory is that the period in during this man did not lead a settled life. You moved from place to place. And prehistory, there were no written records, and people tried to find out more about the stone tools and this. There was no written records. Proto-history. Proto-history started when some written accounts were available and people started producing reals. Proto-history is that period. And the history. History refers after the invention of writing. When writing was started, paper invention was done, writing was introduced. Written records of this period were available on rocks, pillars, clay tablets, palm leaves, etc. So that is the history. Clear students, this is your revision of the prehistory, proto-history and the history. Again I'll brief you. Prehistory is the period of history when there were no records. Early man had no settled life, led a wandering life. Proto-history means some records were available, writing was found out, people and started growing the crops. And history is the period after the invention of writing. Okay, now prehistory is again divided into two parts, that is Paleolithic and Mesolithic period. So we will be studying about this phase now. Paleolithic. The earliest period of early human is known as Paleolithic period. The earliest period of early humans is known as Paleolithic period. The word comes from the Greek origin, that is paleo, meaning old, and lithos means stone. So old stone. Clear? The word has been broken down into two. Paleo means old and lithic means stone. So old stone, if you combine the word Paleolithic, it means old stone. A typical Paleolithic society followed a hunter-gatherer economy. At the end of the Paleolithic era, human beings began to produce work of art such as cave paintings, rock art, etc. So this was about the Paleolithic. The second part of this is Mesolithic period. In this period, the Mesolithic began with the last cold snap, which marks the end of Ice Age. Means when the climate was getting warmer and ice sheets were melting. So this is the period when the ice sheet started melting and the places were becoming more warmer. The Mesolithic period ends with agriculture started. This is a time of late hunter-gatherer. Yes, Mesolithic period means where the earliest people started hunting, started growing crops, agriculture. So this was about the Mesolithic period. Now the last Stone Age is, that is Neolithic. It begins with the introduction of farming. Yes, Neolithic age started with the beginning of farming. This is the time when cereal cultivation and animal domestication were introduced. Towards the end of the Neolithic era, copper metallurgy was introduced, which marks a transition period from stone to metal. Means that with the stone now metals came in use. Answer means transfer from metal, stone to metal. Earlier they were using only stone tools, weapons, everything, but now they have moved towards the metals because discovery of metal has been done. Sometimes the next era is referred as the Chalcolithic or Eneolithic era. So students, this was about the brief about the early phase of human life, how early men led. Yes, and where they have started staying, which were the places. And so the early phase of human life has been into Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. Students, you can see the earliest map of the India, where see the different symbols are used to show the Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic site. Paleolithic site is shown with the help of triangle shape. So Wherever you can find triangle shape, we can see that Paleolithic Stone Age was developed. It is in the southern part, Bhimbetka. Yes. Then we have modern cities. They are at Mumbai and Kolkata. Then Neolithic sites have been found at Koldhaba, Mahagra, Chiramat. Many places are there where these Neolithic sites have been developed. Megalithic sites. Megalithic sites have been down in southern part of India. Okay. So this map gives us the location where this Stone Age has been developed. Okay. Now we'll be studying in the next class about the uses of stone.